365 days a year, going over the day's card. Sometimes we look ahead, but usually we don't. Usually we just fill the time talking about other stuff. But, of course, if you're going to join us, be sure to smash the like button. Cost you nothing. Helps us an absolute ton. And, of course, what keeps these shows free, a lot of people have said we should move to a paid format. Trying to fight the good fight in keeping that from happening. But, of course, got 3 MAC games tonight. And we will bring in the gang. Let's see what the hell they have to say today. If I can find them. And here we go. Here's today's lineup. Looks familiar. We got Rod Zawacki in the upper corner here. We got Chris Ruffalo. So we call that the puck dog stack. Kind of, we get that from the fantasy guys. Brett Nault is like, I'm going with the puck dog stack today in my fantasy action. Then we got Ann Shore in the middle.
Hello.
My partner in crime on our halftime shows. And Brian Bittler, just the master of enthusiasm down there in the
Yeah, I'm ready for college football.
Third base. And we got MAC action tonight. Rod, what have you got for our viewers as far as your MACages for today?
For me, I've got a MAC 3-pack. We kicked off the MAC last week with a nice 3-0. Let's try to get another nice 3-0. Loving those 3 picks today. Be sure to jump on the website and grab them.
Chris Ruffalo, what have you got to say for yourself?
Well, rough NFL week, but you know what? That's fine. We just moved past it. Now I'm back on to college football, looking forward to dominating the MAC again. I got my mac and cheese pack over at the website. 2 things I love in the world, mac and cheese and MAC football. So those were some of my favorite plays today, and I got that over at the website, $29.95.
Do you like Big Macs too?
Oh, how can I not think of Big Mac? I didn't want copyright infringement.
Okay.
As opposed to the mac and cheese. I saw, one of the weird things, what's lobster mac and cheese? What's the deal with that? It's because you're not supposed to put cheese with seafood, but then the exception is lobster mac and cheese. Chris, I'm trying to put this together, I struggle with it.
But then you kill the lobster. It's like lobster's got its own flavor, and then you throw heavy cheese around it. I don't get it.
You think they just had some leftover lobster one day and they just threw it in some cheese? It's let's just throw it in the mac and cheese, see what the hell happens. Because normally, cheese and seafood is considered, you don't really want to do that, right?
Yeah.
Except for Rod, I'm sure gets the fillet of fish with cheese.
Did you ever get the lobster sandwich where they have fresh pieces of lobster in with covered in drizzled in butter? And then
that's called a lobster roll.
Lobster roll, yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
They do that.
I'm somewhat familiar.
In the Canadian McDonald's on the East Coast, they have the McLobster, they call it, and it's a lobster roll that you can actually get at McDonald's. It's
what's a McDonald's lobster roll go for?
Thing.
What's the price point on something like that?
A little higher. It wasn't bad. I think I paid $8.99 for the.
Wow.
Mine was $15.
Yeah, I paid $22 for the last lobster roll I had. Oh man, I ate the best lobster roll I ever had was at the Salty Girl in Boston when I went there for ICE, the sports betting conference. This place called Salty Girl, just an unbelievable lobster roll. It was freaking amazing. And I've had other lobster rolls. There's a lobster roll place in the Venetian in Vegas, in that food court area. I forget what it's called, but they always change it, and it's they always change their things too. It's one of those places where it's you really like something, and then it's let's randomly change the menu. It's and they eliminate the thing that you liked and that you went there for, right? It's instead of adding new things, they do it. It's kind of can't stand.
And the lobster mac and cheese, you use a lighter cheese, so it's not so heavy, so it doesn't overpower everything, so that the actual taste of the lobster comes through. So use a nice white cheddar instead of a light white cheddar instead of a heavy old cheddar. You use a nice light white cheddar, so it's a little cheesy, but That way the lobster still comes through.
So it's not like a
And the
brick
lobster's
of
still
not like a brick of Velveeta or something that you got at Costco.
Yeah, no,
right?
that's no. Then you're in trouble. Then that's bad news. Bad news.
3-pack of Velveeta from Costco weighs about 70 pounds. It's like the whole car is weighed down on the drive home. It's rubbing against the tires.
You got like tire marks going through the cement floors.
It's like, whoa. It's a lot of cheese, man. A lot of cheese. And what do you got going on today? Razor, what do we call? We threw a dagger at the books at halftime again. Just absolutely spanked them. I mean, it was like I knew I was dead on my bet on the game. I had the under in the game. I knew I was dead, and I got some what do you call it again? Flap from the comments about my pick at halftime. But man, straight money again, right? It's like, I mean, how many of these halftime bets do we have to hit before people start saying, hey man, that was actually a pretty good pick. It's like I never get that.
Line was nice.
I never get that. I always get this. And it's just like I put it in as simple terms for people as absolutely possible. You have Adam Gase, you have Bill Belichick. Okay, you have 10-point lead for one team that isn't going to win the game, and you only have to play 7.5. I mean, how hard is this, right? You don't need to overcomplicate things. The Jets are not going to win this game. They're going to find a way to lose. And Joe Flacco threw the interception, which we basically predicted exactly what was going to happen.
Did you take the Patriots money line in that one?
The second half? No, there was no value there. So the Patriots money line, so they were 10 points down. The money line was plus 124.
I took the Patriots money line.
Well, I took a minus 7.5. So at minus 7.5, it was plus 115. So and at 10, which was money line, was minus 124. So it was only $9 for 2.5 points, which is cheap, right? So I just took the 7.5 because of $9 for 2.5 points is you can't get that. You can't do it. If you buy a half a point, what does it cost you? $15 or something, right? So yeah, $15-$20.
It's crazy.
I'm a little salty. Chargers cost me my pick six, perfect six. So the bastards. Oh well. On to next week.
Well, today.
Wow, man! Massive super chat. Thank you very much. $50 super chat. That's crazy, man. Thank you so much. Way appreciated.
We have the best audience.
We do have the best audience. Be sure to send me your information to get you a T-shirt. Now, we've had also T-shirts and stuff for sale on the site, and those are okay. It's kind of like this one here for the Pick Dogs. We're changing our gear starting today. We're going to have new gear coming out on the for sale stuff. The free shirts are still the free shirts, but the gear that will be sold on the site will be different starting today. Lots of like hats like this, Nike hats like this. We're going to have Nike shirts, Under Armour. What is some of the other stuff, Chris? You look pretty attentive there. Did you see the catalog, the full catalog? Like I had all kinds of stuff, like really good stuff.
Yeah, there was like Nike polos and
Speedos, all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, with like the pig dog on the front. Yeah.
Pig dog in the front, the tail of the pig dog on the back.
Yeah, I got one of those coming.
Yeah, something like that. What do you got for sale today, Ann? I talked right over you.
You're fine. I got my Mac and Money Tuesday. Won last week in Mac. Tonight, super easy. I have 2 up there. Spread and a total. Gonna win them both.
The white hat is not one of the new hats. The white is the same hat that I'm wearing. It's just white. It's the same exact hat I'm wearing right now. It's exactly the same. Chris is wearing it, right?
Yep.
Chris has got one.
So when we get our stuff, we'll be more professional.
I doubt that. I don't think anyone will ever.
I'd have to get a fitted hat. I can't wear that stuff. It needs to be fitted. I have a big head. So.
Yeah, we know. We know. It's like that Seinfeld episode. Sorry that your head stretched out my cashmere sweater. You're a big melon. He does this, man. I apologize that your melon is so big. I wouldn't let it stretch out my cashmere sweater. All All right, Brian, let it rip. What do you
All
got?
right, number one college football handicapper, 58% on the year, close to $8,000 in profit. I got three options for you guys: my Tuesday golden ticket, my Wednesday titanium investments up, or a 3-day pass for $75. Get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even Friday because I upload early.
But there's only
Check
one.
it out.
There's only one college football game Thursday, but still.
Well, you get the NFL. I already know who I like in the NFL. So
Who's playing? I don't even know. I haven't
the
done it.
Colts at the
Titans.
Titans. That's
Colts and Titans.
I know who I like in that one. What's the line?
Colts.
-2.
Getting.
Titans.
Wow.
I saw 1.5.
Shady.
-2. Titans now.
I'm a little salty against the Colts after Sunday, but
Yeah, Phil Rivers. Phil Rivers in primetime divisional games. Oof. Not a comfy spot. Chick-fil-A, good mac and cheese here in the comments. Ty says.
That's what we said yesterday.
I haven't got to try it yet. I'm looking forward to it.
I didn't get Chick-fil-A yesterday. I ended up eating healthy.
I'll have an announcement. I'll probably send out a newsletter as well. So if you're signed up for the Sports Chat or Pick Dogs newsletter, I'll probably send out a newsletter about the new store and stuff with the new offerings. I'm pretty excited about it. It's cool that we're going to have actually good stuff.
When do you do the newsletter? I haven't seen one come out in a bit.
I haven't done one in a while. I've had some issues. So
Oh.
I'm going to straighten it out. Generally, the newsletters used to come out on Fridays. I'm going to try and start doing it again. Been a little bogged down with about 8 million different things. It's been a big change to my life, with all these changes to the sites. It's been a dramatic shift. Not much of a manager.
So you need an assistant.
Assistant isn't going to do it. I have someone coming, someone who's going to be helping me, and I think we're in really, really good hands. So I'm excited about that. And then we have other people that are possibly coming as well. Some heavy hitters. Anyways, Rod, we're going to go to our first game for the day. And, yeah. Akron Zips are getting 27.5. I've seen 28s out there in this one. Up against the Ohio Bobcats. Ohio runs that weird offense, right? But I know they have Tuggle, the running back on Ohio. He looked pretty good last week. Returning kicks, too. They got him. Chris is probably a Tuggle guy.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny that.
Little Tuggle action. Rod, what do you think here? 58 is the total on this gem.
I know what a gem, eh? I look at this and I'm like, you look at Akron's defense and they're ranked 114. Ohio defense 76. Both these defenses aren't very good. The problem is, can Akron score enough points to?
But it's a one-game sample size. It's a one-game sample size.
I know
it's kind of it's like
right?
it's a pitcher. It's like a pitcher's ERA after the first game.
And you look at the first game and it's like, eh.
Ohio was unable to hold the lead in that game, and that's really what's concerning. That was the concern there. And Akron was unable to hold their lead also.
The Ohio offense turned the ball over twice. Akron did it once.
Yeah, it was Tuggle that fumbled after having such a nice game. They also got a special teams touchdown, Ohio.
For me, I think you got to give me the under here. I think both teams are going to be running the ball. If you look at Akron, the only thing that they had really success in that last game was actually running the ball. Their running backs got 140 yards rushing. So yeah, I think the best bet here is take the under 57.
Under, Chris.
Under.
Yeah, I think Akron brought back almost like 90% of last year's team, but it's still a team that only scored 10 points a game last season, and 13 points, that's one game sample size, but I think if you go back to last year, you can see that this team doesn't score. I'm going to take Akron, the team total, under 14.5. I think getting minus 124. I don't think they're going to score today.
And
So I'm kind of leaning the other way as you guys. I'm more on the over here. Zip, they actually did put up, like 13 points last week. Ohio needs to come out and make a statement today after losing last week. So I think this is just gonna go a point or two on the over. Plus, all the money's on the under, so I'm kind of liking that.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of a shade more on the under, but for me, it's not enough to. I agree with Rod and Chris. I like the under here. I don't see how all these points are going to get scored. I said the same thing last time that Jets came, but they scored points. But Akron, I usually love a good dog getting like 27.5, but I see it starting to go to 28, so that's going to scare me off. I'll go with the under here for a small $50 bet.
I think this one's is going to go even higher. I think it's going to go even higher than this. These MAC games, what we saw last week, and the money didn't come in until an hour before the game, 2 hours before the game, right?
Yeah.
But then again, that was a Wednesday, the day after the election, and all that other stuff. So, I don't know. DeMontre Tuggle, man, that guy looked really, really good until that fumble last week. He had the kickoff return for the touchdown. He had 80 yards rushing. Be interesting to see if the Zips can stop him. I just, I like the Ohio offense because it's not something that you see all the time, But, you have to have a really good quarterback for it to work super effectively. It's always like the quarterback, he does this move like he's running, right? And he kind of leans forward, and then he leans back and throws, right? Or he just keeps running. It's kind of like it's a run-pass option, but with the quarterback. So the quarterback's running, and he kind of comes out like this, and then it'll look like he's going to take a step forward, and then he takes a step back and throws. So it's almost like every time he throws, it's like a trick play. This guy does get the ball down the field. I couldn't tell you his name, but I did see him get the ball down the field last week. And Tuggle can certainly power the ball, man. He's one of those running backs. He's kind of like the guy on the Chargers, Eckler. Is that his name? Eckler? Chargers running back. He's kind of like that. He's just a tough guy to bring down. He's kind of got that low center of gravity, that human bowling ball type thing. Don Nottingham, human bowling ball. Might be before your guys' time. Anyways. We got another game.
So what'd you take in that game? I didn't hear. Did you say over?
And this one, I did the video. We got video.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You guys can go see them. Whatever.
We all gotta go watch the video and smash the like button.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, people aren't here for my picks. They already say I talk too much, right? Not here for mine. So.
Oh no, you were going on for about different reasonings. I was just wondering who you were going with in the end. You kind of left me cliffhanging.
I think it's an under. My pick in the video is the under. Okay, so there you have it. You got it. You squoze it out of me.
Thank you.
You beat me down.
You agree? That's a kind of a consensus here. We got Rod.
No, I'm on my own island. Fine.
5 orange whips. All right, we've got Bowling Green plus 20.5 up against Kent State. We got some massive lines here.
Yeah.
What does tomorrow look like? I mean, this is this crappy again. No, actually, tomorrow we have some.
Tomorrow's a little.
Tomorrow's a little better.
Smaller lines.
I think you have 2 strong games tomorrow.
Yep.
3.
I like 2. I like 2 of them. I like 2 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's going to top that Friday.
And a total for the 3rd.
FIU versus FAU, that vowel-filled battle on Friday. We're just building up to it.
Oh, the real Florida team's playing there.
Yeah. What about East Carolina, Cincinnati, Brian? You stoked on that one?
Not really. I'm leaning towards Cincinnati, but it's not going to be a premium pick or nothing like that. I wouldn't lay that many points and then pick. I can't do it. Although the Sooners, though, that was an easy cover.
Against Kansas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, what was that, 2 weeks ago? Anyways,
Kansas is warming up for basketball, not football.
Bowling Green against Kent State. The Falcons. Disclaimer, my wife went to Bowling Green, so I can only say so much here. She's not watching the show. She's out walking the dog. Bowling Green and Kent State, Rod. This is, I don't know, man. These are the games.
This is, yeah. Can Bowling Green score enough? They didn't look so good last week. For me in this one, I think you take Bowling Green team total under 17.5. And I don't think they even get close to scoring 17 points. I mean, Bowling Green team total under 17.5.
You got a first touchdown prop for us with that, Rod? The Bowling Green Kent State game. Chris,
I can find one.
We all know what happens when Rod and I are on the same page, because that's the exact same thing I was looking at for this game. I don't think Bowling Green's gonna do much scoring in this one. I think that could be your best bet for this game, is to take Bowling Green under.
Any chance
16.
Dino Babers returns to Bowling Green? Kind of like the Shiano to Rutgers type deal?
Potentially.
I think it's potentially too. And BGSU.
I'm going to take Kent State the minus 18.5. I mean, they missed that cover by
It's
0.5
20.
last week,
It's 20 and a
so-
half. It's 20.
20 and a half.
20.
Creeping to 21.
Sorry, guys. I locked that in like 2 days ago. All right. Well, let's go with my fellow handicappers here on that under for Bowling Green then.
All right, for me, I think this is the second best play on the board. Take Kent State, the Golden Flashers. I think if you can get it under 21, so you want to act now, I think there's no problem. I think they easily cover against Bowling Green. So get the Golden Flashes.
I think I took the over in the video. Stick with it. I think we're going to see the Kent State offense kind of turn it on in this one. And then the best game of the day, I think. Well, it's the only line that's single digits. Buffalo, Miami of Ohio. Now, this game went to 11, and it came back down.
12 when it opened.
12. 12.
Yeah, it opened at 12, got bet like crazy, and then blocked down to this 9. I've been sitting here for...
Miami, Ohio has a tradition of good quarterbacks that lay down in games like this. So they do have a long-standing tradition of it. Rod, what do you think? A lot of people love Buffalo this year. They love Buffalo. Love me some Buffalo.
For me, I looked at these numbers, and you look, Buffalo scored 49 points. Miami scored, 30-something points. 80 points combined between both of these two in game one. If you look at the defenses both gave up 30 points. Give me the over. Over 57. I think we see some offense output in this game. High flying touchdowns all over. Give me the over.
Chris?
I'm going to take a shot with Miami, Ohio on the point. I'm high on Buffalo this year, but, you look at 3 of those touchdowns in the Buffalo game came on defense, so they only had 28 points from the offense, and they still gave up 30 to a Northern Illinois team that's got 60-something freshmen on the roster. It's learning on the fly, and Miami, Ohio scored 38 against Ball State, so I think they can hang with Buffalo here, so I'll take the points with the Red Hawks.
Ann?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Chris on this one. I'm leaning towards my Miami, Ohio. Chuck Martin is 9-1 after scoring 37 or more points in his last game, and also he's 30-14 off of a conference game. So I'm feeling confident that they will definitely cover the spread, maybe even win. Who knows?
Brian?
For me, I think it's a game that both teams really need to have here. I really like Buffalo too, like Chris. I think they might be the class of the MAC. In this game, I think if you wanted to be on the over, you needed to get to 53.5, 54.5. I think at 57 where it's at, I think you got to go under. So for me, it's a small play on the under.
First half under, second half over for me on this one. Two teams that started pretty slow last week, finished fast. First half under, second half over. Game over. Show almost over. What else is
I'm hoping next week we have a bunch of competitive MAC games because maybe some of these other teams will be matching up with each other.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look ahead to what MAC we have to look forward to next week. We got Kent State and Akron. That's going to be a gem. We got Miami of Ohio against Ohio, and then Buffalo Bowling Green. So you're right. It is a lot more competitive. Not. Then we have Central Michigan. Then we have the rivalry. This is the best of the best in when it comes to MAC football. Central Michigan against Western Michigan. That's a rivalry game. Then you have Ball State against NIU and Toledo versus Eastern Michigan. So basically it's the same card, just scrambled eggs, right?
I'm surprised they aren't playing a bigger schedule than just the 8. Was it 8 games?
6
games.
6. That's not enough.
A half dozen. Well,
I guess I would be thankful.
Well, they canceled the season.
I'm thankful for what we have.
They canceled the season.
Yeah, well, so did the Pac and the Big Ten and all that, and they found a way to stretch it out a little longer.
But actually, they left no wiggle room. So, like, Wisconsin's going to have 4 games, this year.
I stand by what I said on the drive-through last night, that it's Tony T's fault that we have Bowling Green and Akron playing on December 5th. He put that in the universe, and now we have to deal with it.
Actually, might be the best game on the board. Yeah, today's a non-golf day for me, so I'll figure it all out. It's Taco Tuesday.
They should pick up bowling. Start bowling down at the bowling alley.
Bowling Green?
Bowling Green.
Do they have bowling alleys?
For money.
Soylent Green. Remember that movie, Soylent Green? Was that Heston? Love Heston. Soylent Green is made of people. No one saw it, huh?
Bit before my time.
So this is what happens. The world is overpopulated. They don't have enough food for everyone. So they make crackers out of people. They come around with scoops, and they scoop people up out of a lot of streets. They turn them into people, but nobody knows, what happens to the people with the scoops, It's kind of like this mystery, right? And they don't know what Soylent Green is, but it's the only food there is.
Yeah.
And then at the end, Heston gets scooped. Soylent Green is made of people. Heston is, get your stinking hands off me, you dirty, filthy ape.
You wonder where the idea for the plant-based cracker came from.
It's like, that's like my favorite scene in Wayne's World when he goes, he stops at the gas station, asks for directions. It's like, is this the best we could do? And then it's like, then it's like, then they come back and do the same scene again with Heston as the gas station attendant. I guess a lot of people didn't see it, or they didn't like it. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. It was a fun show. Let's see if we have any audience questions. I'm not friends with Dink. I know who he is, but not friends with him. I don't think he has a lot of friends.
Who's Dink?
Dink is the guy, like, he's a professional bettor. He he's like one of the sharps one of the guys that on hockey, he basically sets the lines. You know, like he bets, and it's like those are the lines that the rest of the world sees after he bets. You could look him up. He was in that movie. The movie Lay the Favorite with Bruce Willis was based on him. Horrible movie.
I hate to Lay the Favorite.
Yeah, straight to video. Straight to video. Straight to video. I think the book is actually good, but the movie's terrible.
Sounds like an Iceman movie. Bet the Favorite, -300.
Iceman's eating at Chinese restaurants these days. The Iceman.
Bet the Favorite.
What a jerk. There's a lot of good guys in this industry, and there's a lot of jerks, and I'll say the Iceman is a jerk. I mean, just a jerk. You buy his picks, you got to be an idiot. That's all I got to say about it. -280. I'm so good.
Yeah, what were the Patriots laying on the money line last night? They almost lost that, right?
I'm sure we saw it in the. I'm sure we saw it in the Facebook group. I'm sure somebody had them.
I talk all that crap on the Jets all week, weeks and weeks, and I back out of it and take the Patriots. I'm such a wuss.
Always go with your first guess.
Nah, not always. Sometimes it's good to switch. But yeah. Oh well, I can't cry about it anymore.
That's what you get for switching on your friends.
Yeah.
When you all chat, there's some people out here with heavy lives that you make feel like family. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Thank you. That is what it's all about. That's what our whole thing is. That's our shtick. You know, is that we're all just one community. We're all together, and we're all kind of, we're all good. It's like we don't talk at you.
Cheers.
The only one of us that talks at you is Bittler. 43 and 10.
I need to raise my number up a little bit. I'm not happy.
I think we got to get Bittler the Joe D'Amico bling. We got to get him the license plate. Brian.
I've been starting to buy more.
There's one behind him.
I got a bunch of button-down shirts I've been buying.
The gold.
Set up. Oh, I need the gold. Well,
yes.
Mitch, you could send me out some gold.
I don't wear gold. I don't wear gold anymore. I switched all my gold.
That doesn't mean you can't buy some gold for me.
I have some. I could send it to you. I don't wear it. It's like I switched. I have the only jewelry I really wear. I have my watch that I have a bunch of different watches, and they're not like I have only one like real watch. That's a watch. I have one Rolex watch that is my watch, but then I have a golf watch. I got the Apple Watch that I wear when I surf, so I can get the scores of the games out there. And then I have, that's it. I got my golf watch, my Apple Watch, my surf watch, my Nixon surf watch, and my Rolex. I have those 4 watches. And then as far as other jewelry, I just have this chain that I wear around my neck. This is like a white gold chain. And then I have I replaced my wedding ring. It was like the first thing when I had money I did is now I have like the super Cartier platinum wedding ring.
Sounds like a Cartier platinum pick.
It's my Cartier platinum circle of trust. Yeah, I think that was like my 10th anniversary we did that. With money, we can get different rings. I don't like wearing my other one. It's like this bright gold. Wear it.
I even got a special shirt to wear on Thanksgiving. Got it over there. Has a big turkey on it.
We gotta get Bittler some bling. We gotta get him the license plate and the grill.
I bet you Joe D would loan me some of his bling. He's got a lot of bling.
We have a lot of. So here, I'm gonna address some questions that are not even here. One of the questions I get are, how can I join Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place? Well, we have a little thing at the bottom of the site, and the best way to do that is to email me, not to send me a message on Facebook, not to do those things. Send me an email. Tell me what you bring to the table. All those different things. If you go to the bottom of Sports Chat Place, it says join our team. click on it, and read it and answer the questions. And I don't know, or I'm flexible and negotiable are not answers. Those are not answers, because I don't have time to negotiate. And you guys know I'm crabby to begin with, right? So it's like, you don't want to get me worse. Any parlays? Rod? Chris?
Sure. Take the team total Akron under and Bowling Green under. Parlay those two together. 2-teamer.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Parlay Akron team total under. Bowling Green team total under. 2-teamer.
All right. There you have it.
Oh, I was hoping we'd sign off here when Biddler was away again.
We could.
I know, and then he sat there.
We could get the scrolling hats. Those are available, like those scrolling hats and stuff. Some MMA fans here. Mitch, you think you slick by adding and fine as happy face hearts. I don't know what that means. What is happy face hearts? Rod's our emoji expert.
That means somebody is in love with
Well,
Ann.
thank you.
All right. Creepy comment of the morning.
Yeah, creepy comment. Yeah.
Mitch, when are you going to send Rod some banners? Chris was supposedly going to order those. What happened?
Couldn't find one that was less than $300.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a place. I got a guy. He should have said something. I have my ones right here, Sports Chat and Pick Dogs right there. But I would like to get a combo. But we got the new logo coming out for Sports Chat anyway. Bowling Green. Happy face hearts. I just died. I'm not up on the emoji stuff. I do. So here's what I do. If it's your birthday and you're a friend of mine, I send you the emoji storm. Birthday cake emoji, palm tree emoji, sunshine emoji, back into birthday cake emoji. Then I do beach emoji, surfer emoji, shaka emoji, birthday cake emoji, sunshine emoji, palm tree emoji, rock on emoji, birthday cake emoji. So that's pretty much my emoji storm right there. That's the full thing. Heart eyes, I don't know that one. But he's got googly eyes for Ann.
Yeah, that's what that means.
All right.
It's supposed to be like the cartoon hearts where they jump out on the cartoon.
Like I always say, man, if you're looking to pick up chicks, our live shows is the place to do it. It's like, bring your A game.
I'm here to give out free winners, but I'll send love as well.
Although I gotta say, I had one girl write me.
We need to get chicks on here for Brian.
We do have some female fans. I had a girl write me that went to Rutgers.
So actually,
from the local penitentiary.
So Kevin brings up a good point here. So Thursday on the drive-thru, I was outside, and that's because I'm outside on these shows, and I almost did the halftime outside last night because we have construction inside our house, and it was so noisy I couldn't do it in the studio. So I'm not on Thursday drive-thru this week. I've flipped places with Ron Romanelli, who's going to be on Thursday in my spot, and I'm going to be on Wednesday's drive-thru. Yeah. Speaking of the
Expect the
drive,
ratings to go up on Thursday.
that was just driving right through.
Yeah, I have a garbage truck out there driving by.
David C. likes the over on creepy and comments. I think it's been so far so good. So good,
I think it's been staying
It's not
under
as bad
so
as
far,
I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it could be. It's still not. Zero is good. I'm good with 0. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. Of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow and we will see you tomorrow, same time. I'll be on at 5 o'clock tonight doing the Computer Pick Show. Charles won't be with me. He's in Disney World. You don't like Mickey or Goofy. Have a great day. Try and act more professional.